Imagine this. It's 11 p.m. You're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. Your body is exhausted, but your mind is racing at 1,000,000 miles an hour, replaying conversations from 3 years ago, worrying about bills you haven't received yet, stressing over a future that hasn't even happened. You are paralyzed by your own thoughts. Days blur into weeks, weeks into years, and you realize you spend more time worrying about your life than actually living it. You feel stuck. You feel like you're constantly running on a treadmill, burning out, but going absolutely nowhere. If this is you, listen closely. You are not broken. You are simply fighting the wrong enemy. Seneca, a man who faced exile and execution, observed this perfectly when he wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Marcus Aurelius, ruling an empire ravaged by war and plague, realized that the chaos outside didn't matter if there was chaos inside. And Epictetus, born in chains, proved that true freedom has nothing to do with where you are and everything to do with how you think. Three philosophers, 3 lifetimes of adversity, one unbreakable framework. They believed that human suffering comes from misusing 3 specific powers: how we see the world, how we act in the world, and how we accept the world. These are the 3 disciplines of Stoicism. Master them, and you become unshakable. Ignore them, and you remain a prisoner to your own mind. Let's begin. Rule 1. Master your perception. Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." Right now, your perception is a cracked lens. You look at a minor setback and see a catastrophe. You look at a rejection and see your own unworthiness. You've trained your brain to actively look for danger, judgment, and failure. 1. Strip away the story. When something bad happens, there is the objective fact, and then there is the story you tell yourself about the fact. Your boss didn't smile at you today. That is the fact. My boss hates me and I'm going to be fired is the story. The Stoics practiced something called objective representation. See things exactly as they are, without the emotional tax. Next time you feel panic rising, stop. Ask yourself, what is actually happening right now, and what is just my imagination? Stop paying interest on trouble that doesn't exist. 2. Draw the circle of control. Write this down and stick it on your mirror. Is this up to me? That's it. That is the ultimate Stoic filter. The economy? Not up to you. What other people think of you? Not up to you. The past? Not up to you. Your effort, your attitude, your choices right in this exact second, completely up to you. Every time you stress about things outside your circle of control, you are throwing your energy into a black hole. Take your power back. 3. The pause. Between a stimulus and your response, there is a space. In that space lies your power. When someone insults you, when a plan fails, your instinct is to react instantly. Anger, frustration, sadness. Don't. Take a deep breath, count to 3. Refuse to be a puppet pulled by the strings of your emotions. Because when you control your perception, the world can no longer trigger you. Rule 2. Master your action. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." You know exactly what you need to do. You know you should work out. You know you should read. You know you should build that business, yet you don't. You wait for the right mood. You wait for motivation. But the Stoics knew a harsh truth. Motivation is a myth. Discipline is the only reality. 1. Stop negotiating with yourself. Your brain is a master negotiator. When the alarm goes off at 5 a.m., it will give you 100 logical reasons why you need 5 more minutes of sleep. Stop debating. The moment you start bargaining with your weak side, you've already lost. Treat your commitments to yourself as sacred laws. If you say you will walk for 20 minutes, you walk, even if it rains, even if you're tired. Action does not require you to feel good, it only requires you to move. 2. The power of the micro step. You procrastinate because the mountain looks too high. You want to write a book, so you stare at a blank page and freeze. The Stoic approach is different. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, said, "Well-being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing." Lower the barrier. Don't promise to read a chapter. Promise to read 1 page. Don't promise to go to the gym for an hour. Promise to put on your running shoes. Once you start, momentum takes over. 3. Ruthless elimination. Action isn't just about what you do, it's about what you refuse to do. We wear busyness like a badge of honor, but being busy isn't the same as being effective. Look at your daily routine. How many hours vanish into scrolling, gossiping, or consuming useless drama? Cut it out. Guard your time fiercely. Seneca warned us that we guard our money tightly, but we let anyone steal our time, the only thing we can never earn back. Write this down. My actions define my character. I do not wait for the mood to strike, I strike until the mood follows. Rule 3. Master your will. This is the hardest rule of all, because no matter how clear your perception is, no matter how disciplined your actions are, life will still break your heart. You will lose people you love. You will face illness. You will experience unfairness. How do you survive when the world crushes you? 1. Amor fati. Love your fate. The Stoics didn't just tolerate bad luck, they embraced it. Friedrich Nietzsche later called it amor fati. It means viewing every obstacle, every pain, every betrayal as exactly what you needed to evolve. A fire doesn't complain about the wood it's given, it consumes it and burns brighter. When tragedy strikes, do not ask, "Why me?" Say, "Try me." Say, "This is the material I have been given to practice virtue." 2. The obstacle is the way. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The heavy weight doesn't stop the lifter, it builds the lifter's muscle. The difficult coworker isn't ruining your day, they are your training ground for patience. Flip the script. Every problem is secretly an opportunity to practice a Stoic virtue: courage, justice, wisdom, temperance. 3. Memento mori. Remember that you will die. It sounds morbid, but it is the ultimate tool for clarity. When you remember that your time on this earth is violently limited, petty arguments lose their meaning. The fear of failure vanishes. Why be afraid to start that project? Why be afraid to speak your truth, that in 100 years no one will even remember your name? Let the reality of death free you from the fear of living. So, how does this all tie together? Perception, action, will. They are the gears of an unbreakable machine. Perception clears the fog so you know where to aim. Action is the engine that drives you forward. Will is the armor that protects you when you get hit. Let me tell you about a woman named Sarah. 2 years ago, Sarah was paralyzed by anxiety. She hated her job, but she was too terrified to quit. She felt like life was happening to her, a victim of circumstance. Then she found these 3 disciplines. First, she fixed her perception. She realized her fear of failure was just a story. The objective fact was simply that she needed a new skill. Second, she fixed her action. She didn't try to change her whole life overnight. She committed to just 30 minutes of coding practice every single day after work, zero negotiation. Third, she fixed her will. When she failed her first 3 job interviews, she didn't break down. She used amor fati. She saw the rejections not as a curse, but as data to get better. A year later, she wasn't just in a new career, she was a new person, calm, grounded, unstoppable. Master your perception and you kill your anxiety. Master your action and you kill your procrastination. Master your will and you kill your victimhood. The ancient philosophers didn't write their journals for people who had it easy. They wrote them for the tired, the broken, the lost. They wrote them for you. You have been sleepwalking for too long. It is time to wake up. Your past does not define you. Your excuses no longer serve you. You have the power to change the narrative of your life starting this very second. So say this to yourself, not as a hope, but as a contract. I see clearly. I act fiercely. I endure gracefully. If this message woke something up inside you, do not let this just be another video you scroll past. Solidify your commitment. Share this with one person who is fighting a silent battle. Hit the like button to tell the algorithm you choose growth over garbage. Subscribe to join a community of people rebuilding their minds. And in the comments, leave your signature. Write this exact sentence: I take my power back today. Because you can, because you must. The world is waiting for the strongest version of you. Thank you for watching.